I got a so-so part in a rotten movie that my part got cut out of anyway. Thank God. I was a go-go dancer in a TV movie, which of the week. What else? Oh yeah, commercials. I was a toilet paper squeezer, but I lost out in the finals. I've been in this job for 12 years, and I couldn't even squeeze a toilet paper right. Isn't that something? I was also a dancer toothbrush, but isn't that fun? I need a job, Zach. You can't see me in this chorus, why not? Sure, I need the money, but who doesn't? But I don't need a handout. I need a job. I don't know what else to tell you, I need a job. Like, look, I haven't worked in 2 years. I need a job, so I'm standing in this line. I'm putting myself on your line. Look, I don't need a handout, I need a job. And I'll settle for this. I'm settling for it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
A bit, isn't there? That we're off.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Positives then. Off you know.
Intonation. There were bits where you drop back, and so because when, as in, for example, when you talk about your jobs, it's like because they're very small jobs. It's like, well, yeah, I didn't who needs to squeeze a toilet paper or whatever. But then when you go I need this job, I need this, you pitch raised, and Rose raised. I don't know.
Rose, yeah.
I don't know. It went up anyway. And your pace, the way the speed that you were talking picked up as well, which really sort of added to making the character believable.
The emphases.
Yeah.
Ella.
I said I like the way you used your hands to list jobs. It made it look
Nice
real.
detail, yeah.
And I said the pauses that when you kept pausing, I thought that also made it look real as well. So yeah.
Any other comments?
I like that you took a step forward, and when you were getting serious as well. That was good.
Yeah, it was kind of like, look, I'm putting myself in front of you here, and it's such a difficult one for her because it's just like she's having to point out, she's making herself vulnerable, but she doesn't. It's like it's a really tricky one actually, because she is desperate, but she's trying to give off confidence and show that she's worth employing, and she's happy to be in the chorus rather than do nothing. She doesn't want an easy ride, and she doesn't want somebody to just chuck her $50. She wants to show that she's earned it, performing, even if it's doing something that she is probably, more than qualified for in terms of her performance skill and experience. Although I chucked all these audition pieces out, because I said before about playing age, because you look young, just be careful about playing something that's clearly in the dialogue and through the way that they talk about their performance experience, being in the industry for 12 years, and you look so young. Just be dead careful about picking ones when you do pick them for your assessment before Christmas. Pick ones that are in your playing age, okay? So that kind of because ultimately no matter what you do, you can't change the way you look to a certain extent. Obviously you can put costume on and you can use makeup and whatever, but I'm talking about generally speaking, when you put down on your form, you need to be able to kind of say what your playing age is. So my personal thing is I wouldn't say that you could play anything older than 20.
Yeah.
okay? So just sort of bear those things in mind. Some people have a much more mature look, and that's, you'll be glad of it when you're an old fart like me, to be looking youthful. But it's just that thing of like, just be mindful of that. I think there were moments where you clearly evidenced that you could hit the accent. There were moments where it dropped out. But the good thing is that you can clearly hear the accent. So with rehearsal, that will come going over and over and over it, okay?
Yeah.
And I think in the adrenaline of the moment, when you haven't been working on something for like a month and it's only a week or so, then inevitably those things don't get as perfected as they would had you worked on them for a longer time. But at least you can hear the accent, which is great, okay? Again, I thought that there were some really good moments where you like sort of were really positive about what you were doing. I found it quite amusing actually, because it was just like, oh, like, yeah, commercials, well, I've and then you like that, but I didn't get it. I did this, but they cut it. And I tried to do the loo roll thing or whatever, and I was like, I couldn't even squeeze a loo roll. You know, it was like those moments of, I'm trying to, I mean, in fact, I told Chloe not to put things like that in her personal statement. So it's that thing of, don't say what you could have done, you know, in that sort of environment. Yeah, well, I nearly did this, or I was nearly in a musical, or I got a part and then I dropped out, or I got a part and then they cut me, or, you know, it's like, it's better not to mention it if you get cut or it doesn't get used or something. And I thought the emphasis, you know, for your forceful bit, for the desperation worked well. I would find a point though where you've decided he is, and dead stare him, because the focus then of will make it much more like, you need to give this to me, you've got to give me this part, I need this, you know. Stillness in that moment, I think would work well, and that really clear intent focus on the eye line. Okay, all right, good effort, well done.